So I have a question. Where are our military men here in the United States of America? It seems as though there may be minimal military men from time to time. I know that we keep discreet, we remain hidden, so on and so forth, etc., etc. I don't know why I'm looking around from place to place or whatever, but I guess my question is, if we are bringing stability to South America and we're helping out in that area and we send men there, and we have certain types of technology capabilities available here in the United States of America to keep society corruption levels minimal to certain extents, although there may be certain levels of corruption and bringing chaos back into order, certain levels of corruption. Like if we have the regions of the world or the United States of America, and there's internal affairs buildings that are built around the world. And so in the United States of America, obviously, and so the last one being Salinas, California, so we're bringing levels of corruption down. But if you build one of those buildings and there may be a rise in a certain level of corruption, people become either not necessarily anxious or worried, but they might try to rise to power of some sort. They might try and gain territory of different circumstances, of different types of hopes or ambitions or desires, male, female, different ages, etc. And so there's a lack of integrity that rises in certain geographical locations if in fact there's internal affairs building built. Okay, that's understandable. So then there may be certain technologies released, right? And then there's checkpoints, and you see how things go. And every checkpoint, there are certain technologies that can be released, but we try to avoid certain types of technologies, etc. And we see how people are going within the local community, and then we go from there. And then maybe certain checkpoints are released, and it's a 2-year process. So then we bring stability and chaos back into, or we bring stability to the geographical location, right? So chaos back into order, certain levels of corruption minimized and back to a cease or to a minimal proportion. Okay, that's understandable. We have all our military men, or many military men in South America, for example, helping stabilize South America, if that's what we're doing. And you can just visualize, see how we're moving things around, etc. Okay. And then maybe we bring our men back from South America to the United States of America, without trying to, in all seriousness, without trying to laugh. We bring them back to the United States of America. Will that help neutralize the situation here in the United States of America if there's certain levels of corruption? Like, for example, if it was supposed to be certain regions, and then we get to Salinas, and it was supposed to be the last one, but there's a certain level of corruption, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and then there's maybe this thing worldwide to where there's a certain levels of corruption. Is it because we have military men strategically placed around the world as we're bringing stability to, like, for example, South America? And there's Russia, there's China, there's the Middle East, etc. We prevented attacks against Australia, obviously. So if that's what we're doing, if that's what's going on, and we bring men back, are we able to maybe stop using these certain types of technologies in local communities to maintain control and or composure in the local communities? Are we able to move forward and progress and deconstruct? Is that something that we're able to do? Not only that, but if you think about the people that may have been here in the United States of America in local communities, and you think about all the arrests, because you think of war crimes, guilty parties, dangerous vulgar criminals, you think of Monterey County and certain types of investigations that take place as to worldwide war crimes or whatever it may be. Monterey County, Naval Postgraduate School prison, to whereas they're holding individuals accountable for war crimes, etc. If you think about all the different jails and prisons and how we doubled our prisons, as to whereas we got a jail and a prison and a jail prison, whatever, what have you, and we have that structure to whereas the jail is no longer a jail, but it's a small prison next to the hospital, and then they get death penalties there, or what have you. And then right next, like within that building, you have the juvenile hall, and so you got spy terrorists of young age, then you got regular juvenile hall individuals or what have you, and then you got individuals that are like their potential, they're juvenile hall individuals, potential to be spies, terrorists, whatever. So we have them there at the juvenile hall. And then, for example, you have individuals passing through that are of different ages, but they'll be juvenile hall, jail, prison, and then they travel either to the jail, the large jail that was a prison, right? And then the prison, the actual prison that's new, and there's death penalties there as well, but there's different sections of the prison, and people are passing through, and they're seeing what's going on, and there's people of a young age that are potential spy terrorists, what have you, and there's juvenile hall individuals that are passing through, and then there's adult individuals that are passing through, and then there's individuals that are receiving their death sentences there, and they're just going away, for example. So if that's the structure here in the United States of America, and that's what we're doing, would we need a third prison in every geographical location, as we've had like two to three jail prisons